game room with Luna Gamer Alex. Oh yeah, I remember this in the arcades for sure. This intro.
Operation Wolf.
Haven't heard that in like forever. So how do I use because this is definitely going to be more playable with the keyboard and mouse. Credit? What button is that for credit? I don't know. Pause is middle button. Rocket right click, okay. And then for some reason I can't even, oh here we go. How do you go back? Escape. No. There's no control type, right? So that you get keyboard and mouse prompts, but okay. Cannot, that's not it. Which button? Which of these buttons? God damn. The keyboard and mouse, and it says that. You can see here. I don't know which button that is. It's like, oh, up and down I think is what that is, right? But I don't have that here, do I? I have the MMO mouse, the Raisin Naga, and I don't think it has that. There's no up and down, is there? I don't think so. I only have the 1 through 12 keys on the side. I don't have an up and down, so that's, and you can't customize that seemingly. So you have to start the game with the controller. Shoot, okay, where is it? Start, credit, okay. Yeah. This is amazing.
Make your selection with the gun.
Oh. Customize this mouse control. It's still kind of hard because it's kind of loose. I think that's the problem. No. I don't want to quit. I just want to check the controls. Okay, so seems like it's too sensitive. Okay, let's try 10. Okay, maybe 5 or something.
You have sustained a lethal injury.
I remember
Sorry,
this screen.
You are finished. Here.
Oh, that is so amazing. Okay, so if only M2 would release the new Night Strikers, that would be perfect. Because this was a surprise for me. I didn't know that this was going to be released today. This collection on top of the Gradius. But the Gradius is Konami. You know, this is Taito. So it's just kind of interesting. They released both of them at the same time from 2 different publishers. I'm not sure if that's through M2's insistence or, but it's the timing is weird. Let me see here. And this one, you do get the console version if you choose to pay, though, for it. That's a DLC. I wish that they would do that with the Gradius collection. Let me see. Where was I going? I was going to go to controls. I think this needs to be 5, probably. Yeah, I don't know how, if it's possible even to use a controller to aim in a game like this. Oh, we'll try it. Let's try using the controller, but let's get out and use the US version. There's a US easy, Japanese easy. But yeah, this intro there is everything.
Operation initiated.
I guess it's hold on, we'll see, because yeah, it is, you probably need to increase. The problem with increasing the wait. How do you even shoot? Oh. Yeah, it's just the controller is definitely not possible. Well, with a lot of training, I'm sure anything is possible, but yeah, there's just... But that's definitely gonna require some more... Maybe +5 for controllers. Yeah, it's just not accurate for sure, you know. I mean, this game still looks amazing. See, this is the difference between developers that have the delusion that all games are supposed to look nasty, horribly pixelated, raw pixels, just smear, you know, I mean, just smearing the whole screen, you know, I mean, like just everything raw pixelated, nothing's defined, you know, I mean, they don't understand that back then, because of the display technology that's being used, you know, the images, even though they're programmed that way, when it's translated through the screen, it looks different, you know. And this game still looks pretty amazing. you know, with the proper blurring and scanline
Demolishing the
filters, you know.
cutting off the enemy from rescue.
Oh, it's automatically selecting, I think. Upside down guy.
You have sustained a lethal injury. Sorry, but you are finished here.
Now, if only Sega would release their light gun games. You know, and the funny thing about light gun games, I think they translate really well. Why is not registering the stuff that I want? Oh, I'm supposed to press A. Okay. How do I go back? Oh shit. There's no back? Oh, okay, yeah, whatever. Yeah, the light gun games, even this game actually, any light gun game, they would translate really well in VR because you have the motion controller, the VR motion controller, and that's why, and also translates really well with the Wii mode. But I think the Wii mode is less accurate. But like in VR, I just wish they would release light gun games, like even this game, like they allow a VR version of it, or include a VR version of it, that you can use the VR controller with the game, you know. Now, I have never played Operation Thunderbolt. I don't remember seeing this. Maybe this is like when... Oh, sound was too low. Okay. I think this probably came out when I was while I was doing my undergraduate studies, so probably that's why I missed this one. Oh, let's also take care of the sound while we're here. Cabinet sound. Pressing buttons. We'll try that later, but... Yeah, I don't remember this one at all.
Operation initiated. Rescue all hostages.
I don't think I've ever seen this one.
Gather intelligent information.
Oh, this one is pretty fancy. God damn. Hold on. Does the controller... Okay, no. So you have to set it per game. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so let's do mouse here. 5. Okay. They're still too sensitive, I think. But the only thing that's really gonna take the enjoyment out of this is just the controls. So this would have been definitely much better in VR, you know. That is not to, you know, we're just playing the game using VR headset, but it's still a flat game, not making everything 3D, you know. All that. Yeah, seems like it's still pretty damn sensitive. But I think it's probably because of my sensitivity setting on my mouse too, so maybe I need to look into that too, perhaps. Oh, now it's hardly moving. Okay. Let's try 10. You were at 5 right before. No, 10? Were we at 10? I'm not sure. Let's try 10. Yeah, maybe 15. Minus 15. I mean, it's definitely playable, and then it's all about pattern recognition anyway. You know, so you know. What's coming your way. Been playing the game for a while. So let's try 15. Yeah, maybe.
Made contact with intelligent agents and obtained information.
Yeah, graphics look so good when it's supposed to look like what it's supposed to look like, you know, I mean. Yeah, stop making super pixelated game, and even like games, modern retro games where when the developers don't understand how games are supposed to look back then, you know. It's disgusting. So that's why M2 is the preferred developer for like old ports of old games, because they make sure that you get the good scanline options. Oh yeah, I keep forgetting there's no reload in this game. It's just that you have I think you have ammo count. But yeah, I have never seen this one.
You are fatally
Oh,
wounded.
he's really dead this time.
Your mission has failed.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen the console port also. I think I've played the console port, the NES port of, yeah, Famicom, okay, and then NES version. I think I played the NES version. Now I remember seeing this game, but I've never played it because it looks difficult for some reason. Sometimes, I mean, even back then, you know, when I go to the arcade, sometimes I just like watching people play, which is kind of funny actually how that translates into the streaming culture. You know, I like watching people play games sometimes. You know, I mean, I try to play more games myself versus merely watching people. But there's some people that I like to watch them play games. You know, I don't follow a lot of people on Twitch. But and how come, you know, when you press start, when you after you selected the game, it looks like they show you the arcade screen real quick and then it's gone. So I don't know if there's supposed to be a track sequence, or if there's supposed to be a frame that mimics like the arcade cabinet. So I see this cabinet sound thing, but maybe it's under. Maybe it's in the main menu. No, I don't think there's a menu in the main menu. Where's the setting for screen wallpaper setting? Maybe it's a type of wallpaper setting. Let's try two. Because it would have been cool actually to have the cabinet, you know. Oh, and then let's set this because it's per game, so I think it's 15 is pretty good for mouse. Yeah, I like watching people play this one. Yeah, the most memorable part of this game is the whole, like when you shoot at the aliens, like different body parts just like blowing up. Oh, you just have to hold it. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I remember watching this for sure. Oh, oh. Dang, you have to be so fast with those. So I was right about this game. It seems like it's pretty difficult. It's like you gotta... Where do you have to shoot them so they don't swipe at you? I think the cool thing about M2 is whenever they do these ports, you have these gadgets on the left and right hand side of the screen, the different information about the game. It's fancy stuff, you know. They like to enhance the experience. The fuck? Okay, and it's late at night right now while I'm playing this. I just want to check this out before I go to sleep. I haven't done much today, gaming wise. Oh, I thought he was gonna rip that guy apart. Yeah, I definitely remember seeing this. Or watching people play this. I love watching people play this one. There's a Mega CD version. Yeah, I remember seeing this one too, but I don't. This is another game that I didn't play. But M2 created a sequel, I think, right? That looks amazing. It needs to be released like ASAP. But this is basically Kaito's version of what's the name of that game? The Sega game. Music is pretty good. I don't like the controls. Probably need to customize that because it's doing the reverse. The up and down is reversed. Probably just gotta get used to it. What is the name of that Sega game? Tip of my tongue. It's hard to remember the name of games these days because I've played so many. Unless it's like extremely, you know, for something that I play a lot or it's of high significance. What is the name of that game? Jesus. It's probably something stupid too, like I just can't think right now. Whoa. Oh, I didn't. Hold on, yeah, it looks so pixelated. I was like, this game doesn't look very nice. Totally forget to change the settings. Yeah, it looks a lot better now. Space Harrier. Dang, that moon looks pretty rough actually because it's like there's like a black box around the moon. What is up with that? You are dead. Dang, your death explosion is like Mega epic. Alright, just want to test these out. Yeah, like I said, M2 needs to just bring all of their ports to Steam. Well, I think the only problem with this is, you know, sale numbers for both this and Gradius Origins are probably not the best. But they're reasonably priced. But unfortunately, you know, not a lot of interest for these old games, you know. But I am certainly interested in them. But yeah, they have a bunch of cave shooters that they released on PSN, and I think even on the Switch. I'm not sure. And they're also working with Hiroshi Iuchi on the sequel of the spiritual sequel to Ikaruga, the trilogy Radiant Silvergun Ikaruga. What's the name of the new one that's supposed to be coming out? He released like soundtracks on the M2 YouTube channel, but I mean the storyline is pretty intriguing, just like the storyline in Radiant Silvergun and Ikaruga, you know. But there's no gameplay footage whatsoever. Even though you've seen, they show you the ship design. The ship design for me it looks a little questionable, but you know, it doesn't look as good as say Radiant Silvergun or Ikaruga or Ginkei was I think the name of the other ship, right? In Ikaruga. But yeah, still waiting on that too. I just wish that we could see something, because I know that the way that say Ikaruga was designed, I think, because Hiroshi Iuchi actually composed the soundtrack, you know, plus the design of the game. So I know they're both intertwined, closely intertwined. So if the soundtrack is already out, you know, available, then I'm sure that some gameplay is available for the game, but they're just not ready to show it to us. But M2 actually, they were, I guess Treasure is working with M2 to release that game. I forget the name of it. What is the name of the? Let's get that real quick. Oh, he works with M2 now, based on the Wikipedia page. So he doesn't work with Treasure anymore. But yeah, but he's working on the Ubusuna. So that's the new, the third game in the trilogy. So. When that's coming out, we'll never know. But it's in the works, at least. At least we know that it's in the works. So I just hope that it is soon. So. but with Eartheon just came out, you know. Just keep working on that resurgence of the shmup genre, you know. Just release the old games, port the old games to the Steam. Mostly, you know, it should primarily be ported to like the PC platform because that's the best place to archive these games. Because on the console, it's, you know, it's pretty fickle. You know, once a new console comes out, then usually, you know, because backwards compatibility seems to be like not a priority for console makers. So that's why it's important to have it like have these games available on goodoldgames.com, Steam, you know, where they can be archived. For posterity, so anyway. Alright, I'm ready to go to sleep now. I've accomplished what I wanted to do today.